Hello, and welcome to Lady Applejack Speaks VA, a VA channel here on YouTube that focuses on the Netflix series Stranger Things. We are back with a new episode for Series 3, Don't Stop Believing, where we follow the storyline of Eddie Munson and Liz Carver. If you guys remember, Liz Carver is the younger biological sister of Jason Carver, who we all know. Awkward silence. Anyways, so we are picking up on episode 4. This is going to be on August 31st, 1985. If you guys remember, episode 3 was on August 31st as well, but it was on the Saturday morning. We are now Saturday afternoon in this episode. So this is when we are going to meet the other members of Corroded Coffin. And yeah, things are about to get interesting. I meant to do that evil laugh on purpose. So before I jump into the details of this episode, let me just give a big shout out to Lexi VA once more. Lexi VA is not only the inspiration for Series 3, they are also one of my nearest and dearest friends in the VA community. We started off just as complete strangers. We were listening to each other's audios on a regular basis, and we both left comments saying, hey, I really love your audio. I really love how you do this. And then we became really fast friends, and now we are just people that talk to each other and bounce ideas off of each other on a regular basis. She deals with all my crazy ideas I have and sometimes even my rants. So I do appreciate her friendship quite a bit. But the reason why I'm bringing her up is she just dropped another episode today, and the episode is for her Clumsy series. Clumsy series was the series that got me hooked on Lexi's content. Lexi does such a phenomenal job of like painting a scene very well and developing characters really well. And I just want to shout out from the hills and the mountaintops and say, hey, you need to go listen to her stuff. So if you haven't listened to Lexi's content yet, I want you to pause this video. I want you to go down to my description box, and I want you to click on Lexi's hyperlink and go over to her channel and listen to her content right now. Right now. I don't want you to even listen to this until you listen to her content, because I promise you, you're going to love what she has. And that is your Auntie LAJ demanding you go listen to her content. But anyhow, one thing that I want to point out is I'm a very stubborn person when it comes to liking and disliking things. If I don't like something, I don't like it. And there's no way you're going to sway me from it. You can ask my husband. Lexi had done a series for Billy Hargrove, and I could not stand Billy Hargrove in the series. I think a lot of it has to do with the simple fact that he was just mean to Max. But I think I also had some sort of childhood regression memory, and maybe he reminds me of somebody from my childhood that I did not particularly care for. Who knows? But yeah, I listened to her first episode for Billy Hargrove series, and I was like in love after that episode. I started looking up Billy edits. Eddie would probably think I was cheating on him, but you know what? I think he would feel it was justified after listening to Lexi's series on Billy Hargrove. I think he would be swayed too. So yeah. It's hard to sell me on something, but Lexi was able to sell me on that. She might be able to sell me on the devil himself if she really tried. So yeah, go over there, listen to her content. You'll thank me later. But yeah, let's talk about this episode. Okay. So this episode is going to be PG-15. Yes, you heard me right. PG-15 for strong language and brief mentions of sexual tension, not content, sexual tension, and indicators of eating disorder. They're very, very, very subtle, but I like to lay those out for you. That way you guys are in the know. And this episode is titled Don't Lose My Number, which is a Phil Collins song. And the funny thing is, this song, the title fits very well with the actual script, but the content of the song, the context of it, the meanings behind it, it's kind of a dark song. It was like the 80s version of Pumped Up Kicks. If you don't believe me, go listen to it. You guys will be like, what the hell? Like, what kind of song is this? I don't know. Phil Collins could be a cryptic dude sometimes. So go check that out. And this particular episode is dedicated to my dear, dear friend, Sarah Walker. You guys probably see Sarah posts comments. I think she posts comments for every video I am on. She's just a huge support, and I freaking love Sarah. I love Sarah. Again, it's one of those people, I would scream it from the mountaintops. I love you, Sarah, because Sarah is just freaking awesome. This is dedicated to Sarah for two different reasons. One, anytime that Sarah, like, anytime Friday or Thursday rolls around, Sarah is probably one of the first people that, like, keeps refreshing the YouTube page. Like, she sent me a video once of her refreshing the YouTube page, and she was like, are you going to post tonight? I'm just kind of curious. Like, are you okay? Is everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, everything's good. It's just taking me some time. So she's like my ride or die. Okay. Lexi and her are my ride and dies of the VA community. And Ruby too. Actually, there's a whole bunch of you that are my ride and dies. But anyhow, she will send me messages here and there, and she'll entertain my humor a little bit. Like, me and her talk about, like, our random humor and whatnot. And she actually sent me a message, I think it was this afternoon, if I remember correctly. And she was asking me, well, no, she wasn't asking me. She was saying, I can't wait to see what these two get into. Oh, Sarah. Sarah. I feel it was only that simple. Ah! Anyways, I hope you enjoy this episode, Sarah, because it was a fun one to write. And yeah, it was fun. Anyways, what else can I tell you about this episode? It's in two perspectives. So you're going to hear from Liz in her narrative. So you can internal dialogue it or fourth wall it. Eddie's the same way. And there is going to be quite a few different voices in this script. We're going to have Eddie Munson, obviously. We're having Liz and Gareth, Emerson. Yep, Gareth, the drummer of Corroded Coffin. We are also going to have Jeff, and we're going to have Grant. Now, I know what you're thinking. Who the hell is Grant? Grant is kind of that guy that was, like, really stocky, very heavy, short curly brown hair. I think he was the one that was, like, really upset. Besides Eddie, obviously, he was really upset about the possibility of having to postpone the D&D campaign. He plays bass in Corroded Coffin. And I'm here to take a stand with all bassists. Poor Grant. Inside the credits of Stranger Things, he's only called the unnamed freak. He's just the freak. That's all he is. He doesn't have a name in the credits. The Duffer Brothers just totally disregarded him, was like, he's just the freak. So I did some research, and that particular actor's first name is Grant. And I was like, okay, I could work with that. So Grant is his name. And I am here to make a stand with all fellow bassists. We have names and we deserve to be in the credits, you guys. So Grant, this one's for you. He's in here and he's got some small parts here, but he is valuable. He is the foundation of the entire band's sound. Yes, I said it because it's true. Look it up. Bass base is supposed to be the foundation. So, yeah, you're going to hear from all these people. And I think I've gabbed long enough. And let's just go ahead and jump into the episode. Liz's point of view. Okay. Oh, watch your step. Yeah, this is kind of a tricky slope. I'm sorry. Here, give me your hand. I take Eddie's hand, gripping it tightly as I try to carefully step down the uneven hill leading to Skull Rock, being extra cautious with my camera. I really shouldn't have worn my kids for this. This is more like hiking boots, but I had to work with what I had. We had been on this beaten path for about 20 minutes now. Eddie, apparently a frequent visitor to Skull Rock, claims that this is the easy way to get there. I couldn't figure out why. The fact that he knew a shortcut pissed me off so much. I pushed the annoyance aside as I grip his fingers. Are we almost there? Yeah. One last slope. Okay, you're going to have to hold on tight to me so you don't fall. I do as he instructs and carefully make my way down until I'm standing on level ground next to him. He's still absently holding my fingers despite the flat terrain now. I blush and wiggle my fingers out of his grip. Oh, sorry. It's okay. Are those your bandmates over there? I see 3 guys standing around the rock, waiting for their lead singer guitarist. All of them are dressed pretty much the same. Leather jackets, flannel. One tall, heavier guy with short brown hair. I don't know his name. I do recognize him. He usually sits with the guys in the cafeteria. Jeff, whom I've had chemistry with, and another guy. Oh, he looks so familiar, though. He has light brown hair, and it's really curly, very curly, and slightly shorter than Eddie's. He's a little bit stockier, but a lot of it looks like muscle bulk. He's spinning his drumsticks in between his nimble fingers, oblivious to us at first. As we walk towards them, he looks up at us, or more like me, his slate blue eyes meeting mine. I bite my bottom lip as he slowly offers me a really, really nice smile. Okay, guys, this is Liz. She's the old friend that I was telling you guys about the other night. That there is Grant, Liz, and you know Jeff and Gareth. I'm Gareth Emerson. We have PE together. Oh, yes. I remember now. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. Wait, you guys know each other? Yeah. I mean, we only have PE together on Tuesdays, but Liz is definitely a wicked volleyball server. Oh God. Yeah, right. Did I ever apologize to you about, conking you in the head with the volleyball? Yeah, about 100 times. So, Liz, Does that make you an Elizabeth? No, no. My full name is Lisetta. I was named after my Nana. She's Italian. Oh God, this is so embarrassing. I need to shut up. I'm sorry. It's a stupid name. I know. No, far from it. It's very pretty actually. It fits you. Thank you. That's really nice. I feel my face getting hotter as Gareth's smile only grows bigger. I'm biting my bottom lip before I just finally break my gaze from his, looking down at my camera back. Eddie's voice seems to be curt as he speaks up. Well, now that we're all acquainted, how about we get these photos done? I don't want to be here all damn day. I scowl at him. He's back to being his normal, bossy, pissy old self. I roll my eyes and simply nod. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start with some group shots, and then I'll do individual headshots. Okay, let's get everyone in place. Eddie's point of view, 2 hours later. Skull Rock. I try hard not to roll my eyes as Liz concentrates on taking Gareth's headshots. Grant and Jeff had already gotten their headshots in, so now it was just Gareth and myself. She seems to be taking a long time with him. Gareth the Great was just laying on his banter, though. Real thick. Gareth, stop that. You know what I'm talking about. Stop. Be serious. Gareth, stop that. Blow me. Jeff gives me the side eye before clearing his throat. You okay over there, buddy? Just peachy. You know, I have never, ever seen Gareth talk this much since, well, forever. Yeah, a real chatty Cathy. You know, Jeff's spidey senses are tingling. Is Eddie Munson jealous? Jealous? No way. Could have fooled me, Munson. Get bent, Grant. I feel a weird feeling in the pit of my stomach as I watch Liz take a step forward to lightly brush Gareth's curls, his beautiful fucking curls, out of his eyes. He chuckles and gently bats her away, but it's half-heartedly. He ends up catching her wrist for a brief second. I hear him ask her to bend down, a little closer to him. I watch angrily as Gareth reaches up to pluck a small leaf from her auburn hair. There she goes, blushing again. God, gag me now. Thanks again. You know, actually, I think we got some really good shots of you. Yeah. Eddie, are you ready? Finally. Let's hurry this up, okay? I need a cigarette. Her smile fades as I stand up and head over to her. I deliberately bump Gareth's shoulder as we pass each other. Watch out, Munson. Sheesh. Stay in your own lane, Emerson. I shoot him a pointed look, a warning. He shrugs it off, his laugh cutting short. Okay. Jesus, Eddie. I wait for him to walk off before going over to Liz. She's reloading her camera with a fresh roll. Her face still rosy from her interaction with Gareth. I roll my eyes and position myself, leaning back against the rock. Is this good? Liz looks up at me, studying my posture, and to my somewhat pleasant surprise, she steps towards me. How about you take that leg and kind of kick it back, like you're resting your foot against the rock. Yeah. Oh, and take your index fingers and kind of loop them through your belt loops. No, not like that. Here. Can I? All right. Like this. She takes another step towards me, grabbing my hands. She takes each index finger and curls them, sliding them into my belt loops close to the fly of my jeans. I look down at her. Her eyes are focused on my handcuff belt buckle, and fuck, I have to actually fight to keep from getting a boner. What the fuck is wrong with me? This is Liz. I shouldn't be getting hard for Liz. Liz fucking Carver. Goofy Liz that used to have burping contests with me. Liz, the good girl of Hawkins High. Liz, the fucking cheerleader. Oh, Liz in a short skirt. Jesus Christ. Dead puppies, Munson. Henderson's mom naked. Dead puppies. Her hands leave mine and reach up to run her fingers through my hair, tousling it up a bit. She bites her bottom lip as she concentrates, and all I could think about is how badly I'd love to see her do that underneath the weight of me. Fuck. What the fuck am I thinking right now? Is this Liz fucking Carver? Good, Carver? Yeah, good. Good. She starts taking the headshots, occasionally asking me to adjust my positions, and when I don't do it right, maybe I don't do it right deliberately, she comes over and helps. I keep my expressions brooding and not so boyish like Gareth. She takes about 20 shots before lowering her camera. Okay, I think we're good. Wait, you took more photos of Gareth. No, I don't think so. I think I took about the same amount for every. No, you did not. You took more photos of Gareth in comparison to all of us. And I'm the lead guitarist and singer. That should mean that I get at least a few more headshots. Not necessarily, Munson. Cool down your ego a bit. I'm just saying, and trust me, everyone has an equal amount of shots. Besides that, I promise you that you all will have 4 headshots each to include in your PR kits. stop being such a prima donna. It's getting hot out, and I'm sure everyone is ready to go home at this point. Actually, we were thinking about going to the pizza parlor to grab a slice. Lucetta, would you like to come? My treat. Oh, that's really sweet of you, Gareth, but that's okay. I'm really not that hungry. I'm buying her share, Gareth. Gareth glares at me, and for once today, I feel on top of the world. Go ahead and glare, man. I turn my eyes back to Liz. Ready? She nods, an annoyed look on her face. Oh well, we could both be annoyed with each other. I give her a toothy grin before turning on my heel and heading up the hill. Eddie's point of view at the pizza parlor. 35 minutes later. I, Edward Wayne Munson, do attest that I am, in all senses of the word, a dumbass. Turns out Gareth had the last hurrah at Skull Rock when Liz nearly slipped on one of the slippery slopes on the way back to our cars. Such a dumb shit. I had walked too far ahead of her. Still miffed about our small row at the Rock. Gareth the Great was there to catch her. I replay the memory in my head as I tear into the cheese and pineapple pizza in the center of the table. Flashback. Oh! Shit! Hey, Lucetta? Whoa. I got you. Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm sorry, Gareth. I guess I lost my footing. It's okay. It's alright. You don't have to apologize to me. Here, hold onto my arm, and I'll navigate you up. Okay? Okay. In flashback. That didn't add insult to injury. Then Liz choosing to ride with Gareth certainly did. Gareth had fed her some bullshit line about how he wanted her to listen to the new demo tape so he could get her opinion on his fucking drumming. Straight from the textbook and goddamn flattery. I watch dejectedly as Liz jumps into his little Honda and rides off with him. And now he won't stop calling her Lucetta. I don't even call her Lucetta. Well, I also never tried, but that's beside the point. It was goddamn annoying, but I don't know which part was worse. Him calling her that, or her liking it. I half listened to their conversation while digging into my second slice of pizza. Liz is still picking at the small salad that she ended up ordering. So, Liz, Seta, do you have a darkroom at home? No, I wish I did. I mean, I used to in our garage, but my mom's boyfriend just recently moved in, and he made me tear it down. He had to have some space for his hobby car. That's really shitty. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Luckily the lab at school is somewhat decent. You know, I always was curious how photo processing worked. It sounds really interesting, you know. It is. Maybe you can come watch me sometime. I'll be working in the lab tonight. Mr. Lekas, he gave me the key. The perks of being a top student with him, I guess. I'll be there about 8 o'clock. Oh yeah, I would definitely like that. You can't, remember, Gareth? Uh, why, Eddie? We have practice, Gareth the Great. Duh. I thought you canceled it tonight. I mean, that's what you said when you called me last night. It's back on. Well, we can rain check sometime, Gareth, if you'd like. Yeah, maybe some other time. We finish our food. Well, with the exception of Liz, who ended up taking her salad to go. I'm too moody right now to give her the third degree. We head out to the parking lot, and I make it known once more that I'll be driving Liz home. I watch from a distance as Gareth talks to Liz a little longer by his car, laughing at something she had said. He reaches out, yet again, to touch her auburn hair, and that fucking feeling comes over me once more. I shouldn't give a shit about this. I shouldn't. Why do I care? I'm Eddie Munson. My MO is basically the girls don't I don't chase after the girls, they chase after me. I shouldn't even be pissed at Gareth, but I am. Whatever this fucking feeling is, I fucking hate how it's eating away at me. I don't get miffed or jealous. Am I really jealous? They finally part ways, and Liz comes over to me, a dopey grin on her face as she reaches for the passenger door handle. I step in the way to interject. What's with the goofy grin? Nothing. Can't a girl smile? Maybe you should try it sometime, Mr. Grumpy Pants. I'm not grumpy. You could have fooled me. And you are too grumpy. You're doing the Munson putter lip. What the hell are you talking about? You know. And you do this thing where you take that bottom lip of yours and you stick it out. Just like this. All puttery. And you look all dejected. You look like a caught fish. I do not. If you say so. So, what do you have to say to you that was so important anyway? Nothing, really. He asked for my number. And then gave me his. He told me not to lose it either. He did what? Seriously? And with what a cheesy line. A goddamn Phil Collins song is a pickup line? How original. Gareth's really sweet, you know. Maybe you could take a few pages out of his book for a change. I try to take a deep breath and keep my tone even as I respond to her. My pages and my book, darling, is just fine. I have no complaints so far. So I'd rather pass. But hey, good for you. Let's go. The ride to the Carver house was uncomfortable and silent. I could tell that she was pissed off, and maybe I deserve it. Maybe I deserve the silent treatment. But whatever. Whatever. She isn't anything to me. Just a friend. And that is even on a teetering scale. Nothing more.